course, I'm so excited to teach you how to program your first games and applications with Scratch in this course. My name is Daniel, and I am a programmer. I made this website called Coder Prodigy, coderprodigy.com, where I teach kids and beginners to code. And the course that you're watching right now, Scratch for Beginners, is also available on Coder Prodigy. Here, we learn how to code using Scratch. And in this course, we're going to create our first games and applications. So we're going to learn how to do a two-player game with Pong, how to draw with any color that we like, how to create a shoot the monster or shoot the coronavirus with a bunch of levels and power-ups and bullets and all sorts of goodies. A game that will clone Flappy Bird, an online sensation where we learn the basics of gravity, and then we are going to create a Pac-Man clone where we are going to program intelligent enemies. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know in this course on how to create these games. And if you like them, we also have a more advanced course on Scratch, and this comes after you finish the Scratch for Beginners course. And in the advanced Scratch, we learn how to code some more complicated stuff, like perfect shapes that are automatically drawn by the computer, or perfect snowflakes that you can draw by hand, or this Bubble Frenzy game with power-ups and sounds, or this platformer with stories, or even this cool Space Defender game with spaceships, lasers, visual effects, and all sorts of goodies. Now, before we get there, we need to learn the basics of Scratch in this course. And in this video, we'll do a short introduction to how the course works and what you need to do to get started. The first thing that we will need to do to start with do now. So hit on next, and then complete the country that you live in. I live in Romania. And after you fill in your country, I'm going to click on next again. Now, the wizard will ask you of your date of birth. So I'm going to select my date of birth. I'm born in July 1991, so I'm 29 years old. And I'm going to hit on next. So make sure you fill in the dates for you, and then hit on next. And for the gender question, you can click next because you don't really need to complete this one. So click next, and then, very importantly, you will need to fill in an email address. Now, an email address is important for the Scratch website to confirm your account. So if you have an email address, you can fill it here. Otherwise, if you don't, I'm going to ask you to ask your parent or supervisor to come and help you with their own email address. All right? So I'm going to use my own email address, daniel@coderprodigy.com. And after that, you will click on this button to create your account. After you click this button, this email address, which is your email address or your parents', will receive a new confirmation email that will allow you to confirm your account. So after you complete this email address correctly, click on Create Your Account. And after you click the button, you will very shortly receive an email that will look something like this. Welcome to Scratch, and then they will use your new nickname or username that you will need to connect to Scratch. So all you need to do once you receive your email is to click this button, Get Started on Scratch. So click here, and then this will redirect you back to your Scratch account. Get started with Scratch. Now, right now, all you need to do is connect to your account. So you need to sign in by clicking